Virginia. Hope everyone is doing amazingly tonight. Starting a lot later than I intended to because I was going through inventory and it kind of blows my mind how we are missing a lot of things that are on the floor that are out back. So anyway, I just want to show you guys some stuff that we have had. This is not a true unboxing because we have had them. They're just not show, they did not show on our website. So we have now, I have updated our website to reflect what we have, and very excited to show you guys stuff that you might not knew we had because it was showing as sold out on our website, when in fact it was not sold out on our website. So I'm going to go ahead and start slicing these open a little bit so they're a little easier to open. And when we have some more people on, I'll start taking them out. And if you've been with us for a while, you have seen these swords before, but they are indeed in stock when it was showing that we were not, when they were out of stock. So let's give it a few more minutes for a few more people to come, and then I will bust these open and we can see what we got here. So let's see. We got 10 people, 4 people. Okay, so let's see. So here we are. This is one that sold online, and they were busy telling me that no, we didn't have it. And I just looked in, and we actually had like 4 of these sitting around. So I had to update our website to show that indeed we do have the dragon spine. This is the swirling dragon motif. I call it the swirling dragon. I don't actually know what the actual motif is, but this is one of my favorite tsuba. Really pretty tsuba there. What's really cool about this is that this is hammered Damascus. And so it has like this Damascus pattern. I don't know if you can see it in this lighting, but then it has this hammered look to the spine. So we call this the dragon spine. Dragon spine Damascus katana. So we do indeed have this one in stock. And even if our website shows we didn't, we indeed had it in stock. So here we are. Check that guy out. Okay, so hey, Lichen Claw. Hello, Emmanuel. Welcome, welcome. So this is the dragon spine, and I will leave this here so if you guys want to see it again, we can show it. All right, let's see what this one is. Let's see. Hello, Liu Khan. How much is that one? The one I just put is $275, I believe. $275. How does it cut? We have cut with it, and it does indeed cut. This is the Blue Blade Dragon. This is a pretty cool looking one. This is made of 65 MN. Has this dragon engraving on the, not engraving, but an emblem on the saya. And the blade, looks like they wrapped it. This is interesting. So usually they wrap it in like a condom, but this one, they actually saran wrapped it all the way around. So I really like this one. This one has like a engraving and a cool pattern in it. So this is the Blue Blade Dragon Katana. And once again, we have had it. I just updated our website to reflect that we had it. All right. So there we go. This one is, once again, $175. All right. Let's see. This one might be the same. I just need to confirm this, or it might be something completely different. This is indeed the same one, so we are going to have to put that one back. Blue Blade Dragon. Okay, this is another one that I couldn't find on the floor, but we indeed got several of them. This is actually a pretty cool Tachi. This one has the long tail kojiri, which is I'm a big fan of. Do you have a room in the Kenshin sword? Do you have the room in the Kenshin sword? I'm not sure what you're saying. You're Japanese American. Welcome. So here we are. Check out this this thing here. It has the Maruniken emblem on it. So for those of you who practice Emjur, Muso Shikiden Jikenryu, then you do have the symbol there. So this one was showing is not on our website, but indeed we have quite a few of these. The Kenshin sword we do have. This is actually a clay tempered sword, and it has all these extra cool fittings. But there we are. Check out the clay temper line on that. Check out the habaki on this as well. So this one, once again, we've had this for, it was showing is not on our website, but then I went and looked for it, and here we are. So this goes down to, we really got to fix our inventory so that we know that we actually have swords when we say we do. Because yeah, we've had these swords for a while, and they just didn't show them. This one is the white leather Dao Jian, rather. This is a type of Chinese sword, a Jian. I actually like this one quite a bit. It has that Tang Dynasty look to it. But what's really cool about this is the blade. It's got this kind of a hollow grind Damascus blade. So I'm a big fan of that one. Wow, I said I would break from swords, but that Tachi is making reconsider. Yeah, Aaron, it's a pretty cool sword, and we've had it. It's just like I say, they didn't bother to mark them correctly, and so when it was sold, they didn't bother to pull it out again. Okay, and last but not least, we have this one over here. This is one I thought we were sold out of, and they told me we were sold out of, but indeed we have it. This is the we call it the tactical ninja sword. So it looks like it's a long sheath, but the sword itself is pretty short. It's a short little sword there. Let me take off the condom. And so this is a quote-unquote ninja toe, a tactical ninja toe. And what's really cool about this one is it has a little knife on the bottom as well. So this one is a double blade, two blades in one sheath. So it's disguised as a longer sword, kind of like Aoshi Shimomura from Rurouni Kenshin, but it is a double blade. And this one, the thing is stuck. And yeah. So needless to say, I'm pretty irritated with them. So anyway, this is the tactical ninja sword. I believe this one is $275 on our website, but I could be wrong about that. It's called the tactical ninja sword. So anyway, might also be $325. I don't remember. We'd like to go by 25s basically. So this is once again one of the swords that we thought we didn't have, but indeed we do. Once again, here is the Maruniken Tachi. It has the symbol from Emger. And really cool looking. This is an alloy tsuba. Let's see. Do you have a buster sword? We do not. The Tachi, I believe, is $325. And you can look at this one's called the Court Tachi or Maruniken. 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 Let's see. Clay tempered. And once again, it has a tail to it. I really love these tails. So we have nicer ones as well. Hey, it's Kratos in the house. Shuriken, we do not have. We actually will have both Shuriken back in stock. So who is in trouble? Everyone, basically. Here we are. Okay, so I'm going to let them price these out, but I'll take you on a tour of the shop if you want to see things. We basically have about around 600 different types of swords, maybe 650 European swords, anime swords, all kind of things like that. Do you have the Jason period sword? I'm not sure what that is. A lot of our practitioner grade swords here. These are swords that if you actually wanted to practice with, these are made of S5 shock steel. Over here from Cloudhammer, we have 65 sword, 9260 swords here. These are all really good practitioner grade swords. Hello in Puerto Rico, Fernando. Yeah. Like the Korean sword. We do have a Korean sword. It's called a samgakdo, so it's a very flat, triangular thing. Do you have swords because you're secretly gang affiliated? MS-13 man? No. Let's see. Do you have the Sword of Power from He-Man? No, we do not have the power of Grayskull, unfortunately. We do have the Sword of Omens from Thundercats. How are you supposed to wear them? It really depends on the kind of sword. So I thought that was the He-Man sword. I actually never really watched He-Man, so I don't know a whole lot about it. Do you have any swords? No, I don't, Anonymous. Hey, David Washington in the house. Rengoku, we do have Rengoku. Right over here. I thought Jakan was about to throw up his set. Throw up his set like a cat. Best swords. Let's see. In your opinion, which is the best sword? Best at what? Word on Deadpool Katana. You know, Drew, as of yet, no. I just sent Mike de la Vega some kodachi that he was going to turn into them. Let's see. Solo Zoro. Not sure what that is. Swords for the Zombie Apocalypse. S5 shock steel. Hanwei we do have, but Hanwei is went out of business. But we do have some Hanwei swords. These would sell at a Comic-Con. They also sell online. Visit our website, rva-katana.com. Do we only do katanas? No. Here are some European-style swords over here. Chinese-style swords over here. We do have a lot of different types of swords in shop. Oh, this guy called the United States is being a jerk. So Kratos, if you can ban United States, let's see. Can I see the Toyotomi Tachi? Is this Drew? Do you? Because I know that you asked about that. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Toyotomi. I don't know if this, I don't think, oh, here it is down here. My bad. Here is the Toyotomi Tachi. Wait a minute. I'm really confused all of a sudden. But I don't know if we have the Toyotomi Tachi. Maybe they told me wrong, because this is not the Toyotomi, this is the Nobunaga crest. So it looks similar though. Beautiful polish on this one. This is the one that's listed as 350, but it's not Toyotomi. So let's see. Tanjiro we do have. Walking Dead sword, awesome, Matt. I'm glad you like it. Emma, we do have. Sakabato, we do have. We have all of those swords. Let's see. Sakabato right here. We have 3 versions of the Sakabato. S5 shock steel. This one is 65 MN, so it's a type of spring steel, similar to 1566. Let's see. Wide katana. Let's see, David. I'll try to find some wide ones. Someone was asking about Tanjiro. We have 2 versions of the Tanjiro. One is an excellent cutting sword. It's made of T10. I don't know what that one is. This one here. And then we also have one made of 1060. So this one's a pretty cool one. Shipped to England, it's difficult. Are you a fan of Hadori polish? Yeah, I'm okay with it. Which katana could I use if I was a martial artist? Any of these, really. They're all full tang and sharp. Sakabato, we start at $200, go into the thousands. Naginata, we will be getting some soon. We will be getting some Naginata soon. We don't usually carry them, but sometimes we will, and we do actually have some on order. David Washington wanted to see the wide blades. I always have to show the Wind and Thunder. To me, this is like one of the baddest ass swords there is from Hanwei. I don't know if they're going to continue doing it once with Dragon King's going to do it, take over. But this one has an enormous kisaki. Look at the kisaki on that. Starts right there. And it's just a huge, big, wide, buff sword. I'm interested from England. If you're in England, there's risks of seizure in customs, but you can visit our website, rva-katana.com. Did you sell all the Meteorite Katana? Yes. We still have a Meteorite Saka sword Jian, and we should be getting some Meteorite Katana in the near future. Hey, it's Mara in the house. Emma. Oh, yeah, Emma. I can show you Emma. We just walked by Emma. Here's actually another wide. Where is the wide one? David Washington, here is the Hanwei Practical Plus. But I think you got the Practical Plus Elite, right? Snake Eye Sword we do not have. Let's see. Yeah, if you're in the UK, you kind of have to show some sort of certification that you are a martial arts instructor or the like, and therefore you can qualify for a sword. If not, it'll get seized in customs. Let's see. Somebody said something, but I forgot what it was. Zoro Sword's over here. Oh, Emma. That's what it was. Silver, gold on the silver or gold archer, or are they both the same? They should be the same. Bokken, we do have Bokken. Even antiques get seized, there's always a risk. Cane swords, we do have. Longest sword in shop is probably currently one of these European style swords, but we are going to be getting some Odachi from Cloudhammer that are 120 centimeters long. Do you know any martial arts? I teach Wing Chun. Last Samurai we are out of, but we are getting one which we call the cavalry sword. This was supposed to be the Last Samurai sword, but they forgot to engrave it on. So it's a really nice cutting sword. We have had great chances cutting with it, great experience cutting with it. Toledo swords we do not have. Favorite sword changes all the time. Let's see. Anything else I can show you guys while I'm here? I'm going to cut this short. I just wanted to pop in, but I'm really tired today, and just doing all the inventory took a lot of time. Sword for a beginner. Alexis, check out our Vortex. V-O-R-T-E-X comes in several different colors. Really good for a beginning cutter. Gunto, we don't carry. Bleach swords, we do have bleach swords. Ninja scrolls, no. Bleach swords over here. We have the Tensei Zangetsu. We have the hollow bleach, or not hollow bleach, the Ichigo sword. Tracking for the sword I just sent back. Awesome, Ronin. We'll get you that gold archer or silver archer in the near future. Made of gold? No. Someone asked to see the 40 millimeter Osraku. I do believe that we sent one back. Here's the 40mm Osaraku right here. I don't know if you can see clay temper line. So this is the Osaraku right here. Let's see. Not a ninja scroll, a ninja toe. We do have a ninja toe. Can I see an L6 on camera? Yeah, I can do that. Let's see. I'm going to show you a ninja toe first because I'm right over here. So here is a ninja toe. This one is, I believe, the black bladed version. Yeah, the black bladed version. We are going to get the silver bladed version back in the near future. A bunch of people are just like walking out. L6. These are the L6. We have two here. So, oops, this is not an L6. This is an L6, the Crimson Chrysanthemum. This one cut amazingly. These are functional, yes. This is one of the L6s. Inside, you are backwards. Here is another L6, really beautiful polish on this one. Thoughts on the Practical Plus XL? It's an amazing cutter, and I can show it. I'm heading in that direction. Let's see. Here are some new L6s over here. The Golden Archer and Silver Archer, since Kratos, or not Kratos, but Ronin Rise asked about it. Really beautiful Yajiri theme. Really beautiful on this polish here. Because L6 does a really cool polish. Okay. Good beginner sword. The Vortex is an amazing beginner sword. Vortex. We are getting a Mugen sword back. We are currently out. Someone said they wanted to see the Practical Plus XL. We've had a lot of fun cutting with this sword, the Practical Plus XL. It's a big, wide sword. And we have cut with it a bit with this model. It's very wide. Most expensive sword we have here are some antiques for about $6,000. And then most expensive modern is the Taitsuki Osaraku. How often does Cloudhammer do Gyaku Menuki? Never, unless you specially request it. Let's see. Another good sword, Dark Sentinel. Yeah, we do have the Dark Sentinel. It's a really interesting looking sword. We have two guys just totally hanging out here and doing something. Zoro's Katana, yeah. Zoro Katana over here. So we have Shisui. Are these legal to carry? Yes. Well, it depends on where you live. In the United States, pretty much it should be okay. Waruichi Monji. Sandai Kitetsu. European swords, lots of European swords. Here's the Master Sword from Master Sword from Zelda, Dante's Red Rebellion, Claymore. So a lot of different Euro style swords. That Bizen Kiyomitsu is even more amazing in person. Oh, Brad, yes. So yeah, I'm not good at taking pictures. So when you see it, it is mind blowing. I'm glad you like it, Brad. It is just a beautiful sword, absolutely beautiful, dated and signed. Would it be possible to see the Cloudhammer Blood Viper? Yeah. I think we have that. Yeah, here's the Blood Viper right here. This is made of 60 CMOL 84. It's the German version of S5, but it's not exactly like S5, I found out. They have some extra alloys in it, but it's considered to be equivalent of S5. I just swiped and saw Zoro swords. I love you guys. Awesome. These are all sharp, yes. Inosuke sword we do have. Emma we do have. Two people asked for Emma, so I will show it again. But here, let me show you Inosuke sword since it's closer. Inosuke sword. Average cost, we start at $80 and go way into the thousands for antiques. So we have a lot of different types of swords. Now all of a sudden forgot. Oh, Emma, my bad, Emma. Here's Emma. How is Legacy Blades heat treatment for their 1095? Excellent. They do a lot of 10. That's kind of their main thing is 1095. It's basically Shangguanglong is the forge's name is Shangguanglong, and they do 1095 is the main thing they make stuff out of. They don't really do T10 as much as they do 1095. Yeah, visit our website, rva-katana.com. Join our Discord, discord.gg/RVA Katana. These blades are all functional. Everything is full tang and sharp. Most dangerous sword is the one you know how to use. The least expensive we have is the black and tan samurai and the black samurai, 80 bucks. Is it folded steel? We have some that are folded steel, but not many. Most of ours are not folded. Folded just tends to make the quality of the blade poorer. Here is the black and tan samurai. This is one of our $80 swords. Do you have doll or display katana? No, but we can doll them. Well, we have doll ones, practice doll ones. And then we can doll any sword for $25. Here's the black samurai, also for 80 bucks. Zoro's white sword, I can show you that. Maintenance on them, you basically just have to oil them, and that's about it. The Wado Ichimonji. We have the Wado Ichimonji and the Kiku Ichimonji. I have to find out, is Wado Ichimonji, is it named for Ichimonji swords? How are they edged? That sounds very inappropriate. Gonna come by and buy from the store? Yes. Website is RVA Katana. You can see it in our logo somewhere over here, RVA Katana, rva-katana.com. I have your SQ. I can't even wait for it to arrive and share it on Discord. Yeah, heck yeah. We do have Demon Slayer right there in the background. We're located in Richmond, Virginia. That's what RVA stands for. Hey, Brandon Burkett in the house. We do not have Mihawk. Do we make them? No. We import them from various places, mostly China. Yamato, we have several versions of Yamato. 3 versions over here. And then we have 3 Odachi versions, so it's 6 versions total. We do have Roni Kenshins, the reverse blade. We do have the Sakabato. You can look it up on our website, rva-katana.com. Hello, Stephen. Tanjiro's first sword. I don't think this is actually his first sword. I think he had one that he originally, before he got his first Nichirin, right? But we do have his first Nichirin, if that's what you're asking. Longest one we have is probably the great sword right there. European swords are generally longer than Japanese swords. We will be getting 120 centimeter long cloud hammers in the near future. Tariffs have not yet affected prices, but our next shipment will probably be hit by that 30%. Ghost of Tsushima, yeah, right here. We have 3 versions of the Sakai clan sword. Discord friend Adam Novak did the work. Awesome. Adam does some awesome work. Kikoku, yes, we do have Law's Kikoku sword. Here is the katana, but we also have an Odachi version. Mini katana, I've heard of it. Yeah, of course, we all know about mini katana. Gladiator, we oftentimes have gladiuses. Who's calling at this hour? We are not answering a call at this hour. It's 9 o'clock. Past 9 o'clock. Gladius, we are out of stock, but we do get them. The Sword of Thunder. Thundar. Thundar the Barbarian? No. Most expensive we have is, I can't even think of it. Violet Harmony. I believe this is this one over here, but I could be wrong. Scott names these, and half the time I don't know. So I think this is the Violet Harmony, but there is also one that's actually silk. So this one is a really pretty hamon. This is the Violet Harmony lichen. Really pretty kurigata there. Highlander, we have them made by Mike de la Vega. This one also might be a Violet Harmony, I don't know. Are the blades more straight through the handle? Yes, they usually go up to about there, full tang. Or, just typical Japanese. Full tang is a different sort of situation. I really love how the Buddha pops off of this one. Really beautiful blade here. Beautiful polish. Rarest, probably an antique. We do have Sanemi, our edgelord. just got Zoro swords from One Piece. Awesome. Congratulations. Those are cool swords. Sharpest, no idea. We have about 2,000 total katana. We never tested the edge of each and every one of them. Rapiers we don't have because they're generally the ones that are out for sale are not edged. We do have what are called side swords, which are kind of like rapier. So this is the Spada Delato from Kingston Arms. How much would something like that run? Which one? Non-sharp, we can dull them. Can I see all your One Piece swords? I mean, I can show them to you. I'm not going to draw each and every one of them. That's kind of a pain in the butt, especially when a lot of people are requesting to see things. But here you go. These are our One Piece swords over here. How long is the tang on the Phoenix Arms Defender Nagamaki? I don't actually know. We haven't taken it out, but we can guess. Let's take a look at it really quickly and see where the lower Minuki is, or lower. Let me see. I'm not actually seeing any. I'm not seeing any Mikugi in here. Oh, it's white. There's a Mikugi here. Yeah, I don't even know where the other Mekugi is. So I actually couldn't tell you. I'd have to ask. This is the Defender Nagamaki, super long handle, really long blade. How would I start a payment plan? Send us an email. Oldest one we have here is about 650 years old. How much for all of the Zoro swords? We do the main three. We have a deal for the main three for $400 for the main three. Visit our website, RVA-Katana.com. RVA-Katana.com. Nidai Kitetsu over here. Ice sword from Sword Art Online. We do not. The oldest is in a display case. We don't take them out during live streams unless we're cleaning them. So yeah. Yeah, visit our website, RVA-Katana.com. Hey, Ray Demo. Yai Ready Antiques. I don't know. I have to check. Ronin. Let's see. Inosuke. Taitsuki, yeah, we have 3 models of Taitsuki. Actually, 4 models. No, we just sold out of the Shoshin Hana, but we have had several different models. Here, the Taitsuki over here. They're really beautiful swords. Really nicely done. Clean and sharpen. We clean them for sure. Emma is right here. This is like the 4th time I've shown Emma. This is an Emma knife. For a while, no one's been asking, but here we are. How can you tell if a sword is quality? That's really hard to say. Red, black. Check out our red Cyclone is a really good. It's a very basic red black sword. The red Cyclone, right over here. I think it's only $100. Red Cyclone. Virgil, we have several. Tachi, we have many. The oldest we have here is 650 years old. It's in a display case. I do have older ones at home, and so when I live stream, follow us, and when we live stream, and so you can get notifications. And when I live stream from home, I can show you a bunch of antique swords. Tachi over here. Sasuke sword we do have. German Messer, we do not. We have a Krieg Messer. Rebellion, we do. Dante's Rebellion. Right there. I really don't feel like taking it out. It's really heavy. Law sword. I'll show you, since I'm close by, I'll show you the Odachi version of the law sword. This is the longer version. We also have a regular standard length version. But my understanding is that in the story, he has a long one. So this is a long law sword. Rinmuru's Tempest, we do not have. Blood Viper, yeah. I'll show you the Blood Viper. That's one of my favorites. 60 Simo 84. It's the German version of S5. It's a little bit different. I actually was talking to Cloudhammer because there's this big snafu with S5 right now. But let's see. Here we are. So I thought it was exactly the same as American S5, but it is actually a little bit different. There's a slight difference in the licensing. We do have Zenitsu. Law Sword, we have the basic for 150, and then the long version is 250. We cut with the long version. Well, there's actually a video of us cutting with it. It's pretty amazing. Let's see. Here is our basic Virgil 175. We do not have Inuyasha. Yami from Black Clover. We do have. Yami from Black Clover over here. My favorite changes all the time. The Rebellion sword, I believe, is $400 some. I can check the price. $425 for the Rebellion. I hate to ship that. The shipping will be just insane. Oh, Zenitsu. Zenitsu over here. Metal Gear Rising we do not have. Bleach we do have. Favorite changes all the time. Oh, the 40mm Osaraku is just stunningly amazing. Antique swords. So here, like people are asking about the oldest sword. So the oldest sword is this one over here. It's a Nanbokucho period, so about 650 years old. As our oldest sword. Those are our antique swords in this display case. Kokushibo we do have. Inosuke's is $150. What steel is Spring Brocade? Random dude, if it's what I think it is a T10 clay tempered sword, if it's what I think it is. Ichigo we do have. Most beautiful is very relative. It's what you think is beautiful. How about Mitsugi sword? The orange banana, that one is the Afro Samurai sword. Yoru we do not have. So that is the Afro Samurai. Silver Archer. That is a really beautiful sword. Let me show you that really quickly. Tanto, we have a whole wall of Tanto. We're going to show the Silver Archer, but I'll show you the wall of Tanto right over there. The Silver Archer. I'm a big fan of it. The term is Yajiri, the type of Koshirai. It's Yajiri. It's a beautiful blade too. Sting from the Hobbit. We do carry it, but we're currently out of stock. Really beautiful blade there. Red and black one. Yes, check out our Red Cyclone. We're out of the Inferno, but we should be getting it. We have a Reaper that's black and red. We have a lot of black and red swords. Here's the Red Cyclone for $100. Really love this. Really, the Speckle Saya. Really nicely done. Can you cut a map? We cut on Monday nights, around 8:15 p.m. Website is rva-katana.com. rva-katana.com. Yeah, I'm getting my steps in walking around the shop. I definitely feel that way. Any Musashi? We do have several. Citadel we don't usually carry. Way too expensive. Can I buy it here? Yes. Go to our website, rva-katana.com. rva-katana.com. Any in purple? We have one called the Purple Rain right here. Where is it? Any updates on the tariffs? We haven't had to pay one yet. We do have Ichigo's sword. We do not have the Beastmaster. Best samurai sword for the money that you would pass down to your kid. Get an antique. I mean, if you want an antique, those are the ones that will retain their values. Jin Sakai sword we do have. The purple one is $175. It's called the Purple Rain, R-E-I-G-N. Purple Rain. Ichigo's sword over here. We have both the Tensei Zangetsu and his other sword. We're located in Richmond, Virginia. Antiques start about $600 for shorter ones, and then they go way into the thousands. I have Takizo Kensei. We do have Nihonto in the store, but I don't bring them out during live streams unless they're already out. They're just kind of a pain to get out from the case, but those are the antique swords over there. So we do have antique ones. Sasuke we do have, Yama we do not have. The store is in Richmond, Virginia. It's called RVA Katana. Sasuke sword. Cloudhammer we do have, Law we do have. What about $2,000? Yeah, visit our website, rva-katana.com. Something close to the purple sword like that from the movie Wanted, no. Ghost of Tsushima we do have. Zoro's red sword. That's what? That's Sandai Kitetsu? Favorite Nihonto I own is a 500-year-old Nagamaki Naoshi Wakizashi. Blue and black and silver midsection. What is it called? Are you looking at our website or is it something you saw? Chopped on a tree, not a sword. We do have blue colored ones. Cloudhammer European sword. The only one I can think of, oh, yeah, here's one right here. Here are the Cloudhammer mercenary swords. We also have a Cloudhammer Messer, Craig Messer. Is there an issue with Cloudhammer S5? I heard about the Shadow Dancer S5. So there is an issue with the batch that came from 2023. So one swords that we sold in S5 from Cloudhammer between 2023, like autumn of 2023 to autumn of 2024, some of them were mixed in with S7. So if you got one of our S5 swords and you notice that it bent really easily, then that's an S7 and we can replace it. The newer batches are made of S5. And the whole thing with Shadow Dancer is saying that no one makes S5 is total bullshit. They don't know what they're talking about. Trafalgar's Odachi, we do have it. Basically, I'll just say straight out that Shadow Dancer is a lying piece of crap. So there's Law's Odachi. Small tree, you have a really thin one, yeah. Yamato. Here's a Cloudhammer Yamato made of SX105V. Yeah, Shadow Dancer was using 1070. I mean, Shadow Dancer has a reputation. Basically, Shadow Dancer is most likely Zisei, and they had a reputation in China for deceiving Chinese customers by saying they had one steel, but it turned out to be another one. And so we were pretty sure, and when it was tested, we were not surprised by the results. S7, they might have S7. I don't know, because S7, they do make S7. In the last year or so, Chinese forgers know how to make S7. So it's possible. Orange Tachi, sorry for the supping. I'm not sure what you mean. Tachi, we have lots of Tachi. Basket hilts right there. Basket hilted broadsword, basket hilted backsword right over here. My favorite one changes all the time. 1060, 1045, and T10. It's basically the amount of carbon in it. So 1045 has about 0.5% carbon. 1060 has about 0.6% carbon. And so the more carbon, the harder it is, and the harder the edge retention. We don't have any Aztec swords. We'd love to have that. That's pretty cool. Checking out our website. Yeah, visit our website, rva-katana.com. Can Longshan really make S7 the correct way? I've seen some working with it saying they oil quench it. I've seen some working. So S7 can be oil quenched, it can be air quenched. There are different ways of quenching it. The bigger issue is the tempering after quenching. And so, and maintaining the right temperature. They do have the facilities to heat treat S7. S5, hard to say, I don't think so. Mitsuri, yes, I do. Where is Mitsuri? We have Mitsuri here somewhere. Oh, here it is, right at the bottom. Mitsuri right over here. So yeah, what is it? I guess Shadow Dancer accused Cloudhammer of having a factory in like 2 kilometers from their location, which is also, Cloudhammer has a source in Longshan that helps send them parts but they basically make their blades. They have a blade factory in Vietnam. Let's see, Kratos that made me. Let's see, Inosuke we do have. Blue-eyed Samurai we have had, but we're sold out. The blades are quote unquote battle ready. They are full tang and sharp. The website is rva-katana.com. rva-katana.com. Let's see. Tactical katana we have from APOC. We have it from APOC, and we have what's called the modern katana. Where is the APOC? I don't know what we did with it. So yeah. Here's the modern katana with a G10 handle from Dragon King. Yeah, no. So that's the thing. Shadow Dancer is they do amazing fit and finish. You know, I'm jealous of how well they can do fit and finish. I wish Cloudhammer could do fit and finish as well as Shadow Dancer. But Shadow Dancer, once again, they're probably an affiliate of Zisei. They might even be Zisei, and they are definitely dishonest. What do you carry that wooden thing to help remove very tight fittings? I'm not sure what you mean. On the site, shopping while you watch. Thank you. Kenshin Himura reverse blade. We do have it. It's called the Sakabato. Or you can look up Kenshin or Rurouni Kenshin on our website. We have several versions of it. Blood Viper. Yes, I've shown that several times, J-Dog. Stick around and I will show you the Blood Viper. I've already shown it like twice tonight. Very people don't usually request that. Yeah, that was the thing that really cracked me up. Is they told when Matt first asked them about the tests, they said, "Oh, send it back to us. You know, we want to check it out." There might have been a mix-up, but then they came out and just said, "Hey," they changed their story. So. Diamond Chrysanthemum. I can't think of which one that is. I'm sorry. Yeah, visit our website, rva-katana.com. 1095 and Crucible. I don't think they would lie about 1095 or Crucible. That's something that they know how to do in Longtren. Dragon Spring Forge Autumn Dragon. Dragon Spring Forge Autumn Dragon. I can't honestly think of which one that is. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I don't know which one that is. I'm looking. Zombie Apocalypse. I'm grabbing an S5. Steel is made of 80 CMO 64, or no, 64 CMO 80, one or the other. It's a type. It's basically the German licensed version of S5. It's chemically a little bit different from S5. I just found that out today, actually. So, can I see Osraku one more time from Legacy Blades? Yeah, I love this sword. It's just a badass sword. Best pizza in Richmond. I'm a big fan of Christian's Pizza myself. Scott will disagree because he's from New Jersey. Yeah, I don't think you have to lie about 1095. I mean, so here's the other thing is that they don't make their own. I'm pretty sure that Zisei and Shadow Dancer don't make their own blades. They acquire them. And you could just go to Shengguanglong and they make 1095 every day. So you could just get a blade from there. Once again, they do great jobs with polishes and fit and finishes. I mean, it's stunning. I really wish I could find someone in Longtren who could put things together as well as Zisei and Shadow Dancer. But yeah. Anyway, Sakabato again. Oh man, I'm tired. You think their Saya are below average? You know, I've actually only handled a Shadow Dancer when they were still Dragon Sword. The Saya was nothing special. That was the first inkling. They said it was 51 CRV4, which is a German spring steel. And so I asked them how they heat treated it, and they told me the heat treatment for 9260. So I knew then that they were bullshitting. So the forge that makes Legacy Blades can do the habaki like Citadel does, molded to the bohi. That I don't know. Yeah, I'm definitely getting my steps in, Brandon Burkett. The one on top that's really curved is the Afro Samurai. Well, it's already 9:45. I've been going for a while. TikTok has an amazing impact on our business. They are sharp, yes. Visit our website, rva-katana.com. Black Lotus S5. Yeah, I'll show that. So how did this all happen? You know, I don't remember. I don't think Matt told the entire story. The entire story with how they figured out that that Shadow Dancer was not really using S5. But what happened was that if you remember, we gave him an S5 sword. That was actually a sword that we sent to a customer who lived close to Matt. And then when the customer wanted to return it, we just said, okay, why don't you send it to Matt because you live in the same zip code. And so he sent it to Matt, and we said, we told Matt to break it. And it actually bent really easily and then broke. And we were trying to figure out why. And so we told Matt, we asked Matt to take the shards of their S7 and their S5 and send it to this metallurgy lab that Baltimore Sword and Knife. So there's Gary from Baltimore Sword and Knife, and he recommended this lab, and so we wanted to send those two. But at the same time, we had another customer here in Richmond, and he showed us his Shadow Dancer that he got from Amazon, and he asked if we wanted to trade it for a tight ski, and we weren't going to carry Shadow Dancer. We just didn't trust them. But then I thought, hey, we could trade this tight ski, have him send it to Matt and break it. So we did touch it. We looked at it for like about 3 minutes. It was a really well put together sword. And but then the guy shipped it to Matt. He broke it, and so we had these 3 samples: the Cloudhammer S7, the Shadow Dancer quote unquote S5, and then the Cloudhammer S5. And so Cloudhammer actually paid to have these metallurgically tested because they were trying to figure out why it bent so easily. At first they were like, they decided to have it paid to do it. And we found out that the S5 sample, the S7 sample from the sword Matt broke like 3 or 4 years ago was made of S7. But then they found out the S5 one from that batch was also S7. So what they did is they took an S7 blade because their S7s and S5s are kept in similar places, and they heat treated the S7 blade as if it was S5. And so what they ended up with was a very soft blade that bent easily and broke easily. So then they did this whole testing, and they estimate about 5% or so of that particular batch might have had some mixing with S7 and S5. But the new stuff, it should be okay. Shadow Dancer is T8 and 1060. Those steels are too cheap to lie about. Exactly that. Yeah, Matt breaks swords. Marvel, we don't have any Marvel. Blade of the Archfiend, we do not have. Do you have any blades like Leonardo? We do not have. Sorry, I'm catching up with the TikTok comments. Oh, let's see. Navy wide is no longer available. Sold out, Ray. Does anyone make a Tachi with a deep koshizori? Yeah. This one. You see the curvature starts right there. We have several with deep koshizori. We have them in more classic fittings though, like not really typical Tachi fittings. So yeah, we do have some. Oh yeah. So here's the thing. Any like 1060, 1070, 1095, if heat treated, are going to be good steels. Classic Viking swords, I believe we have one left. Katana from Sekiro over here. Kusabi Maru Mortal Blade Fushigiri. We do have this. Where is the Viking sword? Maybe we sold out of it. Oh, no, here it is. Viking sword right over here. Yeah, tell him, just follow Matt Jensen and you can see him break swords all the time. To make you run faster. Champlu, we are getting Mugen's sword back. Double-sided blades, like this one here is a double-sided blade. A lot of Euros are double-sided. He-Man Power Sword, we don't have the power of Grayskull. Two-handed, eight-faced Jian. Cloudhammer is very, very proud of their Hanjian. The Taisky 800, they tell me 2 more months. So hopefully we'll get it back in about 2 more months. Power Rangers, no. We don't have any Meow Dao. We're totally sold out of Meow Dao at the present moment. Get it past TSA? No. Strongest we have are S5 shock steel. Anime swords, we have lots of them. The photos on the wall, that's Ip Man. If you've seen the movies Ip Man, and below it is my teacher Lo Man Kam, who's Ip Man's nephew. All right, I am freaking tired. Let's see, S5 shock steel. We have a lot of them. See, I was about to shut down, but then I caught myself, and I'm like, okay, I'll stick around a little longer. Here is the copper Musashi. Isn't S7 for better edge retention, or just a bit less? No, S5 has S5 and S7. S5 has better durability for at the same edge retention. The Chinese ring sword on the Odachi rack. I am not sure, Ray. I am not sure about that. Ceramic sharpeners, no idea when we're getting it back in. Any trick to keeping the tsunagi from slipping out of the saya while the sword is in the shira saya? It should have like a wood habaki. We did have one Filipino sword. It belongs to Ray, who's on right now. So it's this one here. This one's a freaking razor. And so this is Ray's Filipino sword that we have on consignment. You do not want to be on the receiving end of this guy. Girliest? Probably. I don't even know how to put this back. Put it in backwards, Ray. My bad. The best value sword, anything around 300. Check out our Razor. The Razor, R-A-Z-O-R. The Razor has some excellent things for that in that price range. Around 275, 250, 270, 275. Don't have Shank sword. The best sword fighter in Virginia? No idea. Girly swords. How about some pink ones? Some pink ones right there. Some pink ones right here. Those are kind of girly, right? If you think pink is girly. We have a lot of flowery ones too. Anyone challenged to a duel? No. Ray sword. Not sure what that means. Okay, it's closing in on 10 o'clock, so I'm going to head out here pretty soon. Walking Dead, we have Michonne's Katana. We have it in S5 shock steel and 10 and 65 MN. There's the one in S5 shock steel. And here is the one in 65 MN right over here. King Arthur sword is pretty heavy. We do not have Shank sword. We do have black blades. Ray sword. Oh, Ray Gimos is 350. 350. Yeah, I did see Shadiversity Katana with European hilt. You know, we were going to actually make one from Cloudhammer was going to make one for him. Black one with a red band in the middle. Probably the Red Cyclone. Red Cyclone. Visit our website, rva-katana.com. Visit our website, rva-katana.com, and you can see all our information there. Zoro's Wado Ichimonji. This one cuts amazingly. We do have some old antique swords. Not many compared to modern swords. Scimitar, scimitar is kind of a broad term for curved Middle Eastern swords. Here is a shamshir, which it's based on the Italian. Scimitarra, I guess. Do you stream at the end of every workday? No. I teach on Monday and Thursday night. And so at the end, after I'm done, I will go and live stream a little bit. Shop is in Richmond, Virginia. Shop in Richmond, Virginia. Conquistador swords, we do not have. Those are like basket hilt rapiers. Yeah, you can buy the Walking Dead katana. The base version is $200. We have several. Just go to our website, rva-katana.com, and look up Walking Dead. Assassin's Creed Shadows is we don't have yet. Hopefully we'll have it soon. Two thoughts on Zisei. Jay, Zisei, they have excellent fit and finish. They really know how to put together swords really well. I don't necessarily trust them when they say what they use certain steels. Like if they use some sort of if they're saying a common steel like 1095 or something like that, go for it. But if they're saying something exotic, I wouldn't trust it. What do you think about Kyugunto? Well, they're interesting. Sword with the wolf head. That's Longclaw from Game of Thrones. Ding-ding-ding. Yeah, we don't do our own smithing. Yes, these are all sharp swords we cut on Monday nights, so follow us. If you follow us, then you'll get a notification when we go live. When we go live on Monday nights, we cut tatami mats and bamboo. Bought all your one-piece swords from there? Awesome. The Jon Snow sword, I believe, is $425. Boys' Day sword. You know, Marissa, if I can find a way to get rid of it, I will sell it. So, all right, it is 10 o'clock, so I am going to shut down now. I am super tired. By the way, awesome to have you, Marissa. We love you. You crack us up so much. I'm trying to answer all your questions that you've been posting. Chinese swords that could be mistaken for Japanese sword. Not really. Romance of Men, I mean, I think they make what they say they're making. They do a pretty decent job. All right, shutting down. Good night, TikTok. And good night, YouTube.